What's up, guys? It's Clay from Verus Engineering here again. Today what we're going to be doing is showing you how to install your end plates with your front splitter. First step of the process, you're going to need a small Phillips screwdriver. You're actually just going to pop off these 3 plastic rivets here on the back side. So with this light here, you can barely see them. There's going to be 1, 2, and 3. And then you can put those rivets aside. Alright, so next we're going to install the rivet nuts. And when you do this, make sure to install them behind the fender liner. You do not want to put the fender liner in there in case you need to remove the bumper for some reason. So you're going to use your supplied Allen key. You're going to go your bolt, your install tool with the serrated side towards the rivet nut. You're going to use your 9/16 wrench. Pull that fender liner back. Pop it in there. Now once you're done, obviously what you're going to want to do is pull your install tool back off here. And then you're going to want to use a mirror to get back behind here. Use your light. You just want to make sure that your rivet nut is installed all the way. Now what you're going to want to do, you're going to take, I'd take 2 of your longest button head cap screws. And you're going to run ahead and put these in finger tight. Alright, now once they're finger tight, you want to line it up with the edges of your splitter. Then you're going to take a Sharpie, a paint marker, whatever you'd like to mark with, and then you're going to mark your holes that you're going to need drilled. Now go ahead and take the bolts back out and take the end plate off. You always want to start with a starter drill bit. You're going to be using eventually a 7/32 drill bit, but I've taken one a little bit smaller just to start my holes out. And then you're going to drill your holes perpendicular. Then you're going to want to go up to your 7/32 drill bit. Alright, so now you have a decision to make. If you want to be lazy like me, you're going to just go ahead and use your button head cap screw. We also do offer a flathead cap screw. If you decide to use the flathead cap screw, you will need to get the car up in the air a little bit to use a countersink to mill out a little bit to make that flathead cap screw flush with the splitter. Alright, now it's time to install your end plate. So you're going to take your shortest button head cap screw, feed your washer through, and you're going to start with the fender bolts. So start putting those in, start at the bottom first. It's going to make it a little bit easier. And just make these hand tight, because then at the end you'll want to make final adjustments before you finish tightening them down. Now once you get those tightened down, it kind of depends here if you used your flathead cap screws or your button head cap screws. If you're using the button head, you want to make sure you're using the longest bolt. You're going to go bolt washer through the splitter, and then your last decision to make is either to use the black serrated nut or the stainless. I'm choosing the black serrated because I believe it's a little bit more stealthy, but be aware these do rust a little bit quicker. So that may make your decision a little bit easier. Alright, now, like I said, before you tighten everything down, you're just going to want to make these sit flush with your corners, the back and the side here. and then tighten up all your bolts and you're all finished. Now don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, as well as like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until next time.